Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of September 16th through the 22nd. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, for this reading, I'm using the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot deck. I'm also pulling you a Blessed Bee Oracle card. Okay, Gemini, let's see. Okay, interesting. At the bottom of the deck, I do have the Seven of Cups. All right, let's see here. So Seven of Cups can speak about choices, options that are in front of you. So if you are looking at a lot of choices here this week, Gemini, make sure that you're taking your time. You're really looking at them thoroughly here because things on the surface could appear to be a certain way. But if you look a little closer, look a little deeper, you'll realize that things are quite different. So just look at those choices very thoroughly that are in front of you here this week. Look closely. For me, the Seven of Cups is a little bit of like a confusing, scattered sort of energy. There could be some Geminis that you're maybe even fantasizing quite a bit here this week. We do have the Seven of Cups with the Chariot. So as far as maybe decisions, you're definitely looking at lots of different choices here. So you are in the driver's seat, but I think that before you actually move in a particular direction, Gemini, we first see you actually looking at these choices here and taking your time because we have strength here. We have strength. So being strong, looking at those choices that are in front of you, looking at them very closely. Now, what's interesting is the overall energy for you guys for the week is the Three of Swords, which for me can represent several different things. So those of you that are looking at these choices that are in front of you, Three of Swords for me can be someone who's torn. So some of you are absolutely maybe being pulled in different directions here, mentally wanting to maybe do something. Maybe you know that you should maybe move in a particular direction. It makes more sense to move in one direction, but maybe emotionally your heart is pulling you in an entirely different direction. So you're feeling a little torn here with this energy this week. So definitely very interesting. Take your time. Maybe some of you need to get some advice. Reach out to others. Ask for others' opinion as far as what you should do. Stay out of your head, and again, make sure you're looking at everything closely. There could be some Geminis that maybe you're dealing with a three-party situation. It could be a love triangle with the Three of Swords. There are other options that are in front of you. Six of Swords, moving forward. Moving forward. If there was some sort of disappointment, Three of Swords, a loss, a disappointment. But for me, Three of Swords, first and foremost, it's a mental energy. It's disappointment. If something didn't work out in your favor, Gemini, it could be a blessing in disguise, because maybe there's a better option for you. Because we do see you moving past this. You will move past this. Six of Swords. You're moving away from challenges and difficulties. Peace of mind. And if something didn't work out, it certainly could be a blessing in disguise. Some of you are moving on from heartache with the Three of Swords, rejection, heartache. You're moving on from that. We have the Knight of Swords here, which can be you charging forward. The Knight of Swords tends to act very quickly, and we have the Knight of Swords with the Fool. So when I have this combination, I always caution for you to really think things through thoroughly here. With the Knight of Swords, we have that Seven of Cups. I mean, needing to look a little closer, needing to dig a little deeper, because with this combination, there could be a foolish decision that's taking place here. So to avoid this, you know, this is why we have reading so you can see what's coming up and you can make some changes here. So before charging forward in a particular direction down a new path with the Fool here, again, needing to look at things closely here, really needing to look at things closely. Take your time, maybe even needing to get some advice from others, needing to listen to your intuition, weigh the pros and cons. We have the King of Cups here, so there might be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person who's significant. Could be reading for some Gemini men that you have water in your chart. Again, your heart could be pulling you in one direction, being pulled in two different directions, Gemini. Emotionally, moving on, moving forward. 8 of Cups, letting go. We have the 2 of Swords, so we see that progression. So this is so very important. When you see the 2 of Swords, this is a card of non-action, someone who's hesitant, someone who can't make a decision. And that in itself, someone who can't move, or they're not acting, they're not making a decision, that actually is a decision in itself. But this is a card of non-action. And when you see this progression, there will be a decision. So if you're cross-watching, if you're watching this for a Gemini and you've been waiting on a decision from a Gemini, we see this progression. So someone was hesitant prior, they could not make a decision, or they were waiting on a decision, which the 3 of Swords, it's taking it to another level here. This will be a decision that is made. There is going to be forward movement here. And if there was a blockage or an obstacle that was in your way, I see you actually moving past that with the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. This is moving past a blockage, a barrier of some kind. You might have even put up some barriers around your heart, blocking someone out emotionally, blocking someone out. 8 of Cups, some of you moving forward. Maybe you're leaving a relationship. Maybe it's taking you some time to get to this point. To realize that maybe you want to move on. But this is forward movement. 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords here. This is moving forward. And again, there was this non-action prior, and now we see this progress here this week. Also, 9 of Wands is you persevering, you not giving up. So those of you that this is on the financial front, or maybe with a legal matter, something financial, your perseverance is going to pay off. I think that you're looking at choices here this week. You have choices in front of you as far as being able to move forward now at this time. And I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I'm getting here. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Others maybe Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Could be a 3-party situation. And yeah, those of you that it's a 3-party situation, you might have been hesitant, or you might have felt stuck prior. Maybe you couldn't choose. Something might not have been clear prior. But here this week, I feel like there's going to be clarity. There could be messages coming to you, and that could be how this clarity is coming in, is maybe you're hearing from someone. There's something that's going to happen for you, Gemini, very suddenly here this week. And then things will begin to happen. We see the shift in the energy. All right, so Gemini, what else does Gemini need to know for this week? additional guidance for Gemini.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow. Very interesting. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. And this card just flipped right out. So that can be the messages that are coming in here. But maybe you guys need to get to the bottom of something, or this is going to be beneficial in some way. It's going to help you move forward. It's going to help just things shift, because there was this non-action prior. So we have a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. So don't think that that's going to be a big brawl, because it might not be. Maybe there was a misunderstanding and you're hashing it out for some of you. Yeah, look at this. A blessing on a friendship here at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, it could be romance. Others, it's a friendship. It's a friendship. Something happened. Someone could have put up, you, Gemini, could have put up, you know, some barriers around your heart, some boundaries. But I think you're hashing it out. And maybe you were rejecting this person prior. But again, we see that progress now. There's growth. So very, very interesting, Gemini. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great week.